Hello, everyone's. I am here for this week's book review. This is something I'm starting on my channel to review some books, so it's just not all about reality TV shows. I'm reviewing two books today. The first one is Nobody's Perfect by Celisa Lynn Johnson. And it tells the story of 15-year-old Amanda and the pressure she puts upon herself to be the best cheerleader that she can be, and not going by the healthiest way by like going through extreme diets and starving herself. Also, she can be out here, well, I guess what the cheerleaders was seeing her do, but like as her weight, she didn't feel it, even though she was the first black one out here before you can, I guess, recognize things. Her friend basically letting her know, you don't need to be dying like you do. You are perfectly fine the way that you are, and the way that you're kind of trying to get to is not healthy for you. But she's not trying to listen to that because she's so focused on wanting to fit in with the popular girls, and the cheerleaders are accepting her. And then she has a boyfriend who wants to take things to the next level, and her not wanting to do that, but at the same time not wanting to lose him. So I'm not going to go into everything about the book, but I'm going to just tell you like a few things so you can go over there. It's on Amazon. You will need a Kindle. It is ebook, so you will need a Kindle for this book. I guess before now, but we realized this was like the 80s. She was the first black girl out here in the 80s, and basically the white girl's like, okay, you out here, but like, are you out here for real, for real? You a little too thick for us. They was basically shunning her. Now the next book where I'm going to be reviewing is A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. Now this book, it is a page turner, but it's very sad. It's about Cupcake Brown and her life in foster care and all the tragedies that went through her in foster care, her drug addiction, and her, recovering from drugs, and her making a better life for herself. And when I tell you, I was be like, okay, I'm going to just read like 4 chapters of this book and I'm going to be done. Messed around and read the first sentence of the next chapter, and I was like, oh no ma'am, and I got to figure out what. And I was like, this book was like, it was an actual factual page turn. I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot stop reading. It's like, what else is going to happen? That's the feeling I got when I was reading. It's like, what worse can happen now? Like, that was the feeling I got reading this book. So this too was on Amazon. I believe this was in paperback form. Yeah, the Nobody's Perfect is after your Kindle will be $2.99, and A Piece of Cake, I think it was like $12, and like hardback, I'm not really sure what it is in Kindle form. Let me check this out. Okay, A Piece of Cake, it is, they only have it in paperback. But I would suggest you go out and check these two books out. Nobody's Perfect by Celisa Lynn Johnson and A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. This is Lady T signing off.